Well, TNT's got a movie on, so let me just get this all ready. Let people kind of matriculate into the stream. Bruins in 5. Feeling strong. I see that, and then I respect that. Bruins in 5. Bruins in 5. Nothing wrong with that. Appreciate you popping in. We'll let this kind of build up a bit. Build up a bit before let me share this in Discord. Oh. Don't want to be hearing my voice. Don't want that feedback on the stream. Don't want that feedback on the stream. All right, cool. See some people starting to come in. Put that in the Discord. If you haven't already, make sure to check out the Discord. That's big. Apparently TNT's having a movie before the game. Let me make sure this is on TNT tonight, right? Oh, it's on Nesson. Well, I'm watching that on Nesson. What's going on, Jay? I see your hater is here. I see the hater rate is here today. Feeling strong. I respect it. I respect it, Jay. Oh, come on, man. Don't tell me. Might have to watch this one on my phone. Yep, apparently I will. For whatever reason, the browser's not working. What's going on, Headphone Man? Appreciate you popping by. This be good. I figured I'd do the Game Center thing so people actually have something else to look at. If there wasn't copyright issues, I would definitely show the game on the screen because I wish we could get to that level. That'd be pretty sick, but not even the biggest of the world, like the hockey guy and Steve Dangle, are foolish enough to do that. So it's going to be an interesting game. Bergeron looks like he's out for another one. The daily lineups. Let me actually share that for a second. The daily lineups looked interesting. I don't know if they'll stick with that throughout the whole game. But let me go to, where was it? Oh, I hate when I do this. It was in the Facebook group. Oh, I'll share it here, actually. I don't know what you guys think of. I have appeared to stain the Bruins that will never. I mean, I respect it. Let me share the lineups really quickly because I thought this was an interesting little tangent. I don't know what you guys think of this. What are the odds? Hey, thanks for popping in, Vigilante. I appreciate it. My day's going pretty good. Can't complain. I'm feeling a little crappy today. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of getting through it, but these lineups looked interesting. Brad Marchand, Charlie Coyle, Trent Frederick on the first line. That's interesting. I mean, maybe he becomes that first-round pick we all hope for. Tyler Bertuzzi, Pavel Zacha, David Pastrnak. I actually do like Bertuzzi and Pastrnak on the wings. I think Bertuzzi kind of brings out the best in Pasta from what I've seen, and Bertuzzi's good playmaking ability. It was kind of interesting seeing David Krejci downgrade to the third line, Krejci with Hall and debrusk. I'm assuming they're trying to give a little bit more bigger size protection for Marchand, like having a bigger body like Coyle or Frederick to be pretty good at the puck possession game. But it was definitely interesting seeing that. I'm not necessarily sure how that will work out. No sick Lacko, I like. That's a nice addition. He brings a little bit more of a speed dynamic with Hathaway. Hathaway's been playing pretty decent considering. Grzelcyk back in the lineup with Charlie McAvoy, Hampus Lindholm with Brandon Carlo, and Derek Forbort with Dmitry Orlov. So Cliffy Hockey is out of this game. And where it looks like ullmark will be playing. He said it was a game time decision. So we'll see kind of how that pans out. debrusk on the third line. I mean, that's a little interesting. I guess maybe they're just trying to have some matchup nightmares, and we don't know how these lineups will kind of pan out at the end of the day. JHL with the hatred, I see. Locko's back. Let's go. Yeah, I'm glad to see him kind of back into it. He brings a nice dynamic to the Bruins. I like his speed. A little bit underrated skill. I'm looking forward to him being a little bit more full-time next season. So I think that's a big get back for the Bruins. And why is this being weird? Watch live. So, I mean, anything interesting to get with you guys that stick out? I mean, I think, oh man, it sucks having Patrice out. There was a video I made about, them playing Patrice Bergeron. Kind of aged like milk. I wasn't over the top. I just thought it wasn't the best thing because he's our best center. Finds out his father's battling cancer. And, I mean, outside of the sport and that, that's rough. That's really rough. So I could understand him wanting to play in front of his father, especially back home, back where he lives. So definitely kind of feel for him. There's a lot going on there, lots to unpack. So I know some people were harsh. I wasn't super harsh. I just was kind of like, was that a smart idea? But kind of finding more of what's going on. I get it. I do understand a human element. Like, hopefully it's not the case, but it seems like with his father battling with his illness, this might be his last time to see his son play. So, I respect, that's a lot, man. That's a lot. So hopefully the Bergeron clan can be all right, or as good as they possibly can through these trying times. So, but back to the game, it's going to be interesting to see. I like Grzelcyk back in the lineup. Connor Clifton, I think, adds some nice physicality. Don't get me wrong. I thought they might have kept Clifton in and maybe took out Forbort. Not like he's played bad by any stretch of the imagination. If anything, they need more from guys like McAvoy and Orlov, who are a little bit too careless at time with the puck and in transition. So that will be kind of interesting to see. I was just kind of a little bit shocked by that. Let's go to Florida. We got pretty much same. Sam Bennett coming back from them in game 2 is also pretty big. Sam Reinhart, Barkov, Lucerne, Verhey, Bennett, Tkachuk, Lomberg, Lindell, Duclair, Cousins, Eric Staal. And they have a good depth, especially with Bennett back down the middle. Having Eric Staal, while he's no longer prime Eric Staal, still a quality center. And Brandon Montour has been playing really well in this series. He's been 2 goals thus far. He's produced. Gudas has been getting into the mix a lot. And there's obviously going to be no change in net with Alex Lyon taking the nod there. So it's going to be interesting to see if the Bruins can kind of bounce back, because they got dominated in that first game. It was not a good look. So hopefully that was a wake-up call. But like I said, throughout all of this series, we just saw it last night with Toronto. Tampa Bay spanked Toronto in that first game. And then Toronto spanks Tampa Bay in the next game. Things change game to game. It's always kind of there's always different dynamics in every different game. So, and I think that was kind of a wake-up call for the Bruins. And it's going to be like, can this team bounce back like they have all season? That's going to be interesting to see. Bergeron being out of the lineup doesn't help. Trust me, I get that. But with the veterans on this team, I'm thinking they're going to be able to bounce back and be way more competitive game. So we got Jack Edwards on the call for Nesson. They switch this over back to. What's going on, Mac? Appreciate you popping in. It is on. So if you are in the New England area, it is on Nesson. It's on TNT if you're outside of that. So that's where they're seeing the coverage, at least for the States. 4-2 Bruins. That's a good one. JL with the continual hatred. Oh, no, sorry. Wrong one. There we go. And we got headphones on. Yep. Nesson and TNT. So I'm glad to see everybody here. Oh, we got Kansas set 5-4 Bruins and OT. Okay. Listen, we here at the locker room. Do not. We turn a blind eye to that. I get it. It's also in TNT in New England. I get it blacked out in TNT. Maybe that's just because of me. So that's gonna be it's gonna be interesting to see. Now let me switch it over to the game center. I apologize. I'm gonna put that back up in a second. Yeah, I get a blackout. I don't know why that is, but so it looks like Ullmark's going to be starting. That's good. I have confidence in Ullman, but Swayman, but he didn't do great this year against the Florida Panthers. But regular season is far different than the postseason. Prediction is 4-2 Bruins with a Frederick fight. I think when things got a little bit too crossing the lines there towards the end of the game by Tkachuk, I think it's going to be a little bit chippy. I do agree with that. I don't think this is going to be lacking intensity. All for chirping and to each their own, but sometimes when you cross a certain line, players will take an exception to it. Somebody's got to fight. Hey, if you look at the prediction video, I did say Bruins in 5. Let's see. Somebody has fight Gudis. I don't know if the Bruins really have that guy. Gudis is really kind of known as that agitator. He's a good fighter. He's a guy you hate to play against. Bruins definitely bring it back today and put their heads in the game. Hopefully. Yeah, I'm not saying Gudis is like the most talented defenseman, but he kind of knows his role as a bottom pairing guy. He's just out there to piss off the top stars. And that's why I think we're seeing Charlie Coyle and Frederick with Marchand for that reason. It's not because necessarily a skill set match. Even I think, to be fair, Charlie Coyle's puck possession when he's in his game, on his game, I should say, would match pretty well with Marchand. But I think I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how this is going to work. Carl with the K. Panthers 4-1. Okay, we got a Panthers fan in here. Appreciate you popping through. Panthers played really well. They were over the Bruins, and the Bruins really struggled with the forecheck. I did notice that. Panthers were really good at doing a high flip from their defensive end at times, flipping it up, and then their forwards using speed to kind of have the Bruins defenders on their heels. And a lot of the turnovers by the Bruins ended up in their own net. So if the Florida Panthers can keep up that intensity on the forecheck, I mean, it's going to be a hell of a game. Let's see. Do you think the whole team being sick had to do anything with Wednesday's game? I think somewhat. I just don't like excuses. I'm usually that guy. It's like if you show up, you should be there relatively full strength, I should say, and kind of go from there. But I mean, probably somewhat. I mean, ullmark's obviously battling something. Bergeron, some reports said it was a back. Some said other things could have been the illness. I'm not really too sure on that. If you guys could actually even get me a link to a verified article, because a lot of the stuff I was seeing was like Twitter stuff, and I don't put much stock into that. With a Jim Montgomery fight for it. That'd be interesting. Second prediction: a Grizzly goal and McAvoy takes up so much attention. Possible. Do you play what position? I play center / right wing, but I just had major hip surgery, so I'm still about like 4 or 5 months out from being able to skate. And for the past year, I've been kind of immobile. That was a whole workers' compensation thing that took 6 months just to get my surgery. That's a whole different story. I'm not going to bore you with that. So I've been kind of struggling because I haven't even been able to walk the past 9 months. So it's been difficult. Did anyone else see Vegas' pregame presentation? That was some epic shit. When they come out with all the light shows, yeah, they're really, really good. They're really, really good. Even though my Flames not make the playoffs, the best thing is the Oilers. I could see. I'm kind of surprised with the Battle of Alberta there, but I could understand that. I mean, you show up to the ice and you don't play. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. That is kind of weird though. Krejci Felino in. Whoa, that is weird. That just came in. Wow. You're a little bit ahead of me on the stream by a few seconds. That's crazy. That's not good. David Krejci out. That's probably why they slotted him to the third line. Of now that I'm thinking about it, they're probably just kind of getting ready for their top two lines being different. That's a big loss there. Krejci, even though he struggled on the dot in game 2, in general he's been struggling on the dot. Oilers for the cup. I mean, they got to get through the Kings first. The Kings 1-3-1 has been hell on the Oilers, so that's been an interesting series, more interesting than even I expected. Oof. Shaggy. What's going on, Shaggy? What's going on, Shaggy? Appreciate you popping in again, brother. I mean, the Panthers did just win the President's Trophy. Was that last year? And they made some trades and stuff like that. They underperformed most of the season. They have talent. And Alex Lyon coming in here and doing what he's done has been a revelation. Because I think if you had Sergei in there or Spencer Knight in there, I don't know if you get the same performances. And I think Spencer Knight has a bright future, but due to a lot of the stuff going on with his own life, he was struggling. Oh, that's why. I hate that. Like, it paused it. Now I'm back live. Yeah, I have a lot of buddies of mine that are New York Rangers fan. I work out of New York usually, so. Yeah, they haven't been doing too hot. Most of the Bruins team hasn't, to be fair. Now, Jay, that seems like an excuse, bud. A little bit of an excuse there. They won the President's Trophy last year and got swept in the second round. Absolutely. But, seems like they're kind of out, maybe a little bit more prepared, and maybe Tkachuk is the difference there. All right, here we go. Reset that. So we're getting a 0 out of 10 for the anthem singer. All right, Florida wins the draw. We got a little bit of physicality here. All right. There we go. I like the aggressive shoot. Get some pucks on net early. Are the Leafs finally winning a round? I don't know. It's so early in the series. I picked them to win that round, but it's so hard to tell because a lot of these teams are just it's really competitive in the playoffs. It becomes a completely different animal. And yeah, we are going with a 0 out of 10 on the anthem. I might make a video on the anthem because I kind of muted it because it was kind of bad. But there we go. They're testing. It looks like they're testing line early. That's good. They need to get pucks on net, really kind of get puck possession. I like the little switch up here of defense, having Grzelcyk with McAvoy. Lindholm and Carlo will be good. Lindholm's a little bit more offensive with Carlo's defensive game style. And who do we got out? We got Tkachuk. Oh, that's a weird little bump there. Big save there by ullmark. A little bit of neutral zone play here. Panthers going for a line change. Carlo kind of gathering it back. Good hustle here by Hathaway there. Forberg just gets it right by. Nosa gets it out there to the neutral zone. That's good. Orlov showing a little bit of physicality. Here we go. Ooh, I wish Call just better off gathering that there. So it looks like Frederick, Hall, and Foligno. That's interesting. Makes some sense, though. God damn it. The street. You guys are faster than me. Oh, no, it paused again. That's why. Taylor Hall. We're having some technical difficulties. It keeps pausing. I say look up on the screen and I see it. I am so sad. I did watch the replay. That's fun. I blame the app. Like the app is just, oh, I'm sad. Good goal. I haven't seen it yet. I hate my life. All right, let's see here. Great pass. Oh, so Orlov passed it up. Good cut by Hall. Great shot there. Wow. That's what the Bruins didn't do enough last game, in my opinion. Just get some goddamn pucks on that. Good. I mean, that they need to they just need to be a little bit more aggressive on the line. Like Lyon is playing solid. You just gotta get in his head. But Florida's got a lot of resilience, man. This is, yeah, I like it. A little icing here. Why does it keep? Oh, that's why. I keep hitting it on the. Keep hitting the goddamn thing. That's why it keeps pausing. All right, I'm just gonna keep my hand off the phone. It's been it seems like the Bruins are a little bit ready to go here, which is good. Cycle back low to got Grzelcyk. I think Grzelcyk's speed, though, was that offside? Yeah. I think Grzelcyk's speed will kind of help, though, the Bruins in the back end. I was kind of surprised Forbort stayed in there, but Clifton can be a little bit over-aggressive. It's not a matter of playing around too much. It's a bad mistake early on. That was a bad mistake. I don't think you're giving the Kings enough credit on that 1-3-1. Now, that's a throwback, that 1-3-1 a bit. Not many teams implement that, but the Kings understand they're not going to outspeed the Oilers. Having 1 forecheck, 3 guys, and then essentially a safety back, if we're going to use football terms, kind of allows like a stifling neutral zone trap and makes it very difficult for the Oilers to get that speed through the neutral zone. Now, McDavid still has that gear, so he's still going to get up the top gear and go through guys, and that's what makes him so much fun to watch, but that's why they're doing it. I mean, possibly. Oh, good keep in there by Carlo. Just get some rubber on. Well, I'm going to be watching that game too, so I'm actually interested in that series. I mean, I picked the Oilers to win that series because I love the addition of Ekholm. I think they have the talent. When you have the best player on the planet, I'm going to give you a little bit of a favor, but I mean, I'm not going to also rule out the Kings. I think that these games have been interesting to watch. Korpisello's played really, really well for the Kings, and gives them the goaltending I feel like they needed most of the season, which I kind of blamed mostly the Kings defense. And maybe I just didn't realize how bad both goaltenders were at stopping pucks. Oh, that was a good play on Zaka's stomach. Wait, how is that I didn't see that. Oh my God. I mean, they've been getting away. They don't want that. Hey, Shaggy, thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. You're the man. I'm really surprised that usually in playoff hockey there's a different set of rules, but if they're going to call it that tight, they're going to call it that tight. Barkov coming with a little bit of speed. This Panther unit definitely has some good talent here. You got Tkachuk, Barkov. Who else is out there? Is that Montour? Ekblad? Yeah, that was a good play by Coyle getting it out. Yeah, these refs aren't playing around. Montour's got such a nice offensive ability, got some good edges. He's really a player that's kind of fun to watch from the back end. Florida's got a really nice defenseman in him. Him and Ekblad together on a power play is just lethal. Because they're one of the few teams that can just actually have two defensemen out there. Yeah, you guys are definitely a little ahead of me because I'm seeing it. Big saves. Big saves. One second left here. That was a good kill by Boston. That's what you want to see. Hopefully, if I turn it up, it doesn't annoy you guys. I apologize. I will say that. Hey, man, thank you so much, Shaggy, man. You're the man. I appreciate that. I really do, man. You've been awesome. You don't have to do that, and you doing that, thank you so much. Taylor Hall is a Bruin. Thank you so much. You're the man. I have to say that again. Foligno. It's interesting. So it's Foligno, Hall, and Frederick. So that's how you say his name. Lusterinen. I was butchering that in the preview video. You're gonna have fun with yourself, though. Good stick there by Carlo. Good save. We had some good action here. We definitely have some good action here. About 8 minutes of consistent play. Good kill by the Bruins. They start out strong with Hall. They need to kind of keep their foot on the gas, though, if they want to win here. Panthers are still in striking distance easily. They have proven that when they get in a rhythm, they're a dangerous team. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. Heck, maybe I'll work for Nesson or something someday. Who knows? That's awesome, though. Is the feedback on the game too loud for you guys? I hope not. Hope it's not too bad. I don't want it to be super annoying because I can move the mic if I need to. But yeah, I mean, Lions made a couple nice saves. The Hall one looked like just a really good shot. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm actually surprised. Damn, a lot of people in the stream. This is pretty sick. Perfect radio DJ voice. Damn. I have never heard that. I've heard people just tell me wanting to shut up. Maybe 98.5 will give me a call. Like, we've seen your channel. And even though you're kind of rough, we can work with you. So the guy, just a different energy from the Bruins thus far. I do like what I'm seeing. Man, the only thing I wish I could like put the game on the screen. That'd be sick. Oh no, what? It stopped. Oh. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the channel. I mean, I'm glad you guys enjoy it. That's why I do it. You know, I have a lot of fun with this stuff. And I try not to take myself uber seriously. Because, you know, I'm just a hockey fan like everybody. Come on, watch live. I got to stop. Better than Pierre. Hey, if I'm better than Pierre, I'm doing something right, eh? Okay, I'm trying to get back to live. There we go. I kind of hate my phone at times. A little too touchy. Absolutely. Charlie. Nope. It's power play. There we go. Bruins going on the power play here. That's good. All right. Bruins got to capitalize on this. They got to kind of make a statement here. Got to move the puck around. Bruins power play hasn't been fantastic. You know, get some pucks on net. Don't get overly cute. Don't take these risky passes to the point that I see sometimes Pastranak and Marchand take. Just take the simple pass. Dude, I'm a low-quality Bruins fan myself. I love low-quality. Actually, all these channels I follow. Low-quality Bruins fan. I actually had a collaboration kind of lined up with him, but we just both had so much shit going on. I love his content. His skits are just perfect. Yeah, you got to check out low-quality Bruins fan. You know what? Next intermission, I'm gonna get I'll get a link to his channel because I love his channel. I'm in his Discord. Really good dude. Yep, get some pucks on net, boys. Big save by Lion. What a big save there. Yeah, if you look up low quality Bruins fan, his skits and his game recaps are absolutely fantastic. Lion is so good side to side on the one timers. Like, he definitely has that explosiveness up on the side to side. And it's so crazy because he was like kind of like a fringe goalie, like AHL, NHL guy. I remember him with the Flyers, I think it was. Never could really stick full time. All right. Yeah, Pasta's got to take his time with that puck. Got to make smart decisions here. Oh, Bruins got to take their time with it. But the Panthers are really good at kind of being right up on them, giving them a little less time and space. Yep, just got to hit seed. That's really good out by the Panthers. They're playing really good there in their own end, making it difficult for the Bruins to have a clean entry. Just got to hit somebody kind of flying with speed or take a little bit extra time to kind of cut. Oh, there we go. Oh, good try there. Going home here at the point. Well, at least they dumped that at the right time for the Bruins. We waited a little few seconds. That would have been a bad one. Good kill by the Panthers. They really made it difficult for the Bruins. Oh, the garbage was there. The garbage was there. Good hustle here by Foligno. Look at Orlov cooking in the corner. Oh. Did that go off a stick? Okay. Oh, that was a good little reaction there by Lion. Right at the toe, and he just kicked it a bit. He's like, oh crap, this might go south. All right. I like what I see. I feel like that on the power play right there on the right-hand half wall, or by the hash marks by the face-off circle. You know, I think they kind of got trapped into just playing it and forcing it through traffic. I think if you go hard end around, give yourself a little bit more time and space. I don't know how Freddie missed that. I'm sad. I'm sad. The Amazon commercial with budget Freddie Mercury. I've noticed that's been a big one. That's been a real big one. It's absolutely kind of crazy. They don't also tell you that you got to add $30,000, $40,000 more to that price to afford that pickup. My friend found that out the hard way. What's going on, Jeremy Lewis? Hey, man, I appreciate you coming through, supporting as always, man. Appreciate it as always, man. TSP. Appreciate that, bro. What's going on, Jeremy? Doing a little bit of a watch party for the hockey channel and stuff like that. I'm kind of simulcasting on the TSP show, TSP channel, and the locker room. You're the man. Yeah, the Taco Bell commercial is getting a little old. Appreciate it. You have always been a loyal supporter on both channels, and you know it's not thought about up here. You know what I mean? Yeah, pretty much. I could try play-by-play and try not to butcher it. It's just so much harder with such a small screen. Oh, Grizzly was trying to home run there for Pastrnak there. Sam Bennett coming with some speed. Like what I'm seeing here. Got to get a man on man. That was a good try across. That actually almost went through. Florida's very good with a big body like Tkachuk down low and his willingness to play that style. Like, that's really, really good. That was a smart play by Bertuzzi. Soft dump to the other side. Yep, just. Oh, all right. Trying to shoot it right off. Bertuzzi off the outside the post. Bruins are being a little bit more aggressive here on the forecheck. Give it a little less time, a little less time to operate, which I think is good. Forward kind of digging here in the corner. Oh. Bad turnover there. And ullmark with the save there. Ullmark with the save. Big save. He wasn't sure what that was. I wasn't sure what that was. That was a good save. Locko probably would have been better off throwing up the left board. I think nerves. I think that's what that was. Yeah, I don't know why he went across the grain there. You'd be better off with Locko just doing a high flip in the neutral zone. Obviously, don't go out of play, but yep, he skated right into him. I don't understand. I don't understand why he skated right into him. Done home skating with some speed. No, Brick, you can't avoid the linesman. Good Reinhardt working down low. Appreciate you coming by, Jerry, man. You're the man. That was a good. Good reverse hit by Marshy. Go point to point, McAvoy. Oh, the boys are after it here. McAvoy's just got to start using his D partner here. Kind of phenomenal defenseman, but I feel like sometimes he tries to do it a little bit too much himself at times. Good poke check there. Great poke check. I appreciate you coming through while you're, between flights. That would actually be pretty cool. If you get tickets, definitely go. They're not an arm and a leg. Big save. I wonder how much tickets are right now for there from Seattle. If you could get one for like less than a few $100s, that'd be pretty cool. Have you looked into the prices at all? Yeah, true. Most likely sold out.
So in this meeting, we're going to plan the next meeting to schedule other meetings.
There is nothing more pointless than unproductive meetings.
What about watching grass grow?
Nope.
What about pushing the crosswalk button repeatedly?
Nope.
$300. I mean, that does make sense.
Nope. Thanks to ClickUp, now all of our communication.
That makes sense. $300 for a ticket.
To collaborate remotely and finish projects faster.
Sounds about right with playoffs. I mean, Seattle's a pretty passionate market, so they probably sell quite a bit of them. So they're the resellers market. Call me. How does the resellers market work? Is it what, you just buy a bunch of tickets and then just like ticket? I don't know. Like what's that called? God, I haven't bought a ticket in a minute. They just buy a bunch of them in bulk for a discount and then just upcharge. Not bad. Yeah, Toronto's notorious. I tried to catch a Leafs game a couple years ago when I was in Toronto, and just price is ridiculous. Actually, I think it was 4 years ago at this point. Yeah, I mean, but there's probably people that are going to try to, hey, man, I got tickets for the lower bowl, $800 a pop. Got to get that money. I couldn't do it, though. I just hate scalpers with a passion. I'll just watch it on TV. I'm not going to give you my money. All right, here we go. Bertuzzi here, good keep. Ooh, I think he was.
Bertuzzi had the puck go off the back of his skate. McAvoy hits Foligno.
Good forecheck by the Foligno. That's what you want. You want to have some low shots. It doesn't have to always be pretty. Just get some nice low shots on net from the point. Get some rebounds. Lyon's proven at times he's struggled with rebounds. So you might as well just throw these shots on where he's going to kick out. Goalie looking strong this far. Good play by Hall there. Both teams are checking. That is a big save. Best overrated and most underrated, overpaid skater. Like, I mean, yeah, to a degree, he brings a lot of value to the Bruins that doesn't always equate to points. I just wish his cap hit was just a little bit lesser, just a little cheaper, a little cheaper. That's all I'm asking. Wait, why did this just rewind? There we go. Let's take another draw. I mean, Charlie Coyle has some inherent value. He's really good puck possession guy in his own end. Chris Kelly of the Bruins championship.
Checks the puck free and the Bruins advance it. McAvoy takes the hit from tkachuk.
Good forecheck there by Marchand.
Orlov brings it back from Tkachuk's range. Marchand.
Good hustle here.
Smacks it to the left wing corner.
Brusk on the forecheck. Oh, bad turnover by Bertuzzi. Bad Bertuzzi turnover there. He's been good all. Usually, he's been pretty good all series. So, I've been to the lucky though with Buffalo. I got on the ice crew the last 8 years, worst ones of course. So I avoided the ticket game. Wish we got in this year. Would have been great. Would have gotten crushed first round. I mean, but Buffalo has so much promise. I really, oh man, I love Devin Levi. Watching him at Northeastern, and then watching him perform well. While his stats, if you look at, oh my god, he didn't do that great, but he was phenomenal. Explosive athleticism, and once he keeps getting better, he's a franchise goalie. Might age poorly. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely agree with that. He's not going to put up the stats, right? Like the pure point totals to really justify his value. So, I mean, just from that standpoint alone, I think he's just a tad bit overpaid. I'm hoping the contract doesn't age poorly. I'm hoping he's able to sustain this level of play. He's going to be getting older, so maybe a little bit unreasonable. That was a nice try by Pasta.
To go in the first period. Sam Reinhart jacks it around. Alexander Barkov checked by Dmitry Orlov. Lusterinen to Barkov settles the puck.
All right.
Marc Staal, Montour, a cannon shot.
Big old wraparound.
And that takes a 180-foot bounce.
Yeah, that was one of those funny entries, Jack, where you throw a puck to an area. Forsling did that in order for his teammate to get to the puck first.
Guess they're going to just succeed the period there. All right, that was a good start for the Bruins. I'd like to see a little bit more. I'd like to see him a little bit more well together here in the offensive side of the zone. Florida really good at taking time and space away, though. They have a lot of length. I mean, a lot of big boys on that roster, so they just have the reach and the speed to really be difficult to play against. Hold on, wait a minute. Let's hope there's no. I ain't getting my channel taken down for that. I am not getting my channel taken down for that. NHL can be a little persnickety with that. I just noticed that on the screen. Let's see. Zach has to skate right into the path. That cannot be such a waste opportunity, possibly crashing into the zone on the rush. Yeah, I would agree. I think that if he hits that with full speed, that is definitely the way to go. I mean, he's got to keep skating, kind of use his – and Zach's a fast skater. On this team, when you get those odd man rush opportunities or crash the net in front net present opportunities, you got to take advantage of it. I don't know if he was gassed though. I don't know how long he was out there. He might have been a little bit gassed, so it might have just been out of steam. I'll be back in a second, boys. Be back right in a second. Gonna go grab a piece of gum. All right. Sorry, guys. Nature was calling. Wow. All right. Let me now actually lean back and enjoy it. Let's see here. That was one hell of a shot by Zaka. I mean, by Hall. Zaka. Yeah, it was. Yeah, she joined the rush. She put you out the burns. Get to that pass to that puck back. I'm not going to disagree with you. Obviously, I guess I'm looking at it from that, but I don't disagree. You got to gut through that. Let's go, Bees. Thank you for joining, Uncle Bubs. Poor man's good first period. Absolutely very good first period. Let me pop some really quick. Let me I would appreciate it. Putting this from the app. I would appreciate it if you guys went to check out Low Quality Bruins Fan. Really good dude, fantastic hockey community. If you aren't subscribed to him already, I'm glad Shaggy brought him up. He's a really good dude. Treats everyone with respect. So if you want to, not going to force you. If you're a Bruins fan, definitely go check him out, though. He brings really funny skits in the beginning of the video. It's just overall, just a funny dude and really good breakdowns. I like what he does. He does a little bit longer form breakdowns. I'd like to do around 3. I like to mainly be around 3 to 5 minutes for my breakdown so I can get in and out. Because I used to do longer recaps, but then because I like to use clips and kind of talk about them, they got taken down. You can't monetize them for obvious reason. And I thought about doing something like he did for a while, and I might I'm gonna be starting a hockey podcast here too, a little bit longer form content because I actually enjoy being a little bit more in depth with the conversation regarding the game and just teams around the league. But yeah, he has fantastic breakdowns of the Bruins, and he's very fair. You know, we all have our biases, right? I have my bias with the Bruins, but I try to be as fair as I possibly can and acknowledge like Florida's playing really well, and they're a tough team, and this is going to be a long series. I definitely underestimated how good the Panthers were, and that was just my own ignorance, I'd have to say. And it was more of the fact that I didn't know if Alex Lyon could keep up his performance in the postseason, and he has. It's like the guy's played really well. He's on like a couple goals, a little questionable, but for like 1 or 2 bad goals, he's made like 30 fantastic saves. Alex Lyon's played great. And on a human element, not to ramble, but on a human element side of it, I root for a guy like that. A guy that battled his whole career to get to the NHL. Really struggled to make a name for himself and just finally comes into his own. I think that's such a cool story. Reminds me a little bit of the Hamburglar in Ottawa. So, I mean, hopefully he has a little bit longer of a career because let me actually, I mean, I can do this, right? Because it's my own show. Let me go to Elite Prospects. And I like how the first one that pops up for me is Devin Levi because I've been doing a lot of videos on him. Let me go to Alex Lyon because the only problem with Hockey Reference is they don't show the AHL stats. That's kind of a knock I have on them. Let me switch to the share. Local has a quick podcast too called The Short Shift. Maybe you're willing to do on your podcast and yours. I mean, that'd be great. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I would definitely I'd love to do that. We talked about collaboration. We were going to do something before the start of the season. Start of the postseason, but he was just so busy. I use Cap Friendly too. I would do YouTube. I think for the heavier, so just for clarification, I used to do like really like big breakdowns on certain particular plays that I thought were like game changing for the moment in the game. And it would be like a 5-minute clip because I'd be stopping. I'd be like, well, here, look at this player, him flying into the zone, the defenseman not necessarily recognizing this guy on the offside. And so like I actually am going to be doing stuff like that on the Patreon. I have around, let me look at my phone. I had like over 50 something videos that were not allowed on YouTube, just got taken down. And I was even tempted just to leave them up, right, and put them up, but it was not allowed to be seen on YouTube because I wouldn't even have cared as much about the monetization at that point in my YouTube thing. I really don't care that much. I do want to make a little bit, but I do this because I enjoy it. But it just wouldn't allow it to be seen. And like for a podcast, yeah, I would definitely. The podcast, I would just have that on the YouTube platform. I think for like the heavier edited stuff where I want to go more in detail with clips and not have to worry about the constraints on the YouTube platform itself would be more of a Patreon thing. Yeah, like I said, I use Cap Friendly as well. Let me share Alex Lyon's career. And this is kind of the fascinating part. Let me just remove this. I got to add it back. Stop screen for a second. I don't know why I did that. Share screen. Alex Lyon. There we go. I mean, last 10 games, a 936 save percentage. My man's been on fire. Last 5, a little cool down, but I mean, 30 years old. Nothing wrong with you 30. Just saying. From Minnesota, good boy, 6'1", 201 pounds. But if you look at this guy, he had a pretty decent high school career, USHL circuit, then going into the NCAA with Yale. He was really good in Yale, especially his last 2 years there. And he had really good AHL stats. I mean, Lehigh Valley Phantoms, 912 save percentage, a little cup of coffee in the NHL, 11 games, 905, 913. Then he struggled in 2018 to 19. It's a couple games played. Like he was a very solid AHL goaltender, and that's what I thought ideally he probably would be. He was really good at the AHL level. Did decent in 21-22 for the Carolina Hurricanes. And then this year it just clicked, I guess. It kind of reminds me of Timmy Thomas in that way, where he was older and then it just clicked. It just kind of, for whatever reason, just clicked, and he just got into his own. I mean, if Tim Thomas didn't step away from the game for a year, I think it would have had still at least a couple more years of good play, and then you could maybe talk about him and being in the Hockey Hall of Fame. I know he's in the USA Hockey Hall of Fame, but the actual Hockey Hall of Fame. But I think for Alex Lyon, he's earned himself an NHL backup job somewhere next season. The interesting part, the dynamic. Let me just go to Cat Friendly here. I hope I'm not boring you guys. So the interesting part here. There we go, Florida Panthers. Go with depth chart. I mean, you're paying Bobrovsky $10 million. Spencer Knight, who should be back next season. Nope, don't want to be taken down by the YouTube algorithm gods. Yeah, so with bonuses. So next year he's going to have a cap hit of 4.5. So you're going to be paying on that team alone oh my God. Oh shit. Fuck, $14.5 million in that. And Bobrovsky's just he's not been great. Let me go back to elite prospects. He's just not been great. I appreciate that, Joseph. Actually, you actually streaming the game? I'm streaming it on my phone. I was actually considering trying to do it on Rumble, but I'd have to pay to stream, and I'm not gonna pay for a service, and there's the whole copyright thing. At least if good for the opening gate for a bargain price of $8 million, I could do that for the Panthers. If he doesn't resign for CBJ, they could use a legit goalie. First time since Steve Mason. I mean, under Torts, he was pretty good for you guys, right? Bobrovsky. I wonder if that was. I am butchering this dude's name. Hold on. Oh, Bob Broskis. There we go. Bob Broski. Broviskis. So he's 34 years old. What? I didn't know Teravainen broke his hand. Probably because I slept. I've not been feeling good today, to be fair. I have not felt too well today. I'm talking about Bob was trash. Come at me. I think Bobrovsky underperformed at times in Columbus. And he's a Buffalo fan. Buffalo's got a bright future. I actually think next year they could take a step. If Devin Levi can keep developing, they can take that step. I would like them to get another. I'd love for them to get another actual backup. I don't know if UPL is the answer there because, excuse me, he's just so inconsistent, and it's infuriating because you see the talent, but then you see other games. It's like, dog, can't stop a beach ball. It's infuriating to watch it. Just is. The goat head is the best. I love those goat head jerseys, like with Dominic Hasek. Dominic Hasek, by the way, I'm a Brewers fan, but Dominic Hasek is my favorite goalie of all time. I consider him the best of all time. Torts, I mean, Stars did put up 10 on your PL. It's rough. Okay. So if I look at Bobrovsky here, 932, 923, 918, 908, 931, and 16-17, a 921, 913, a 900 in his first year with the Panthers, a 906, a 913, and 901. Is that a $10 million goalie? No, it's not. I don't believe in giving goalies that big of contracts. It just takes up too much cap room. I mean, even with Carey Price, and Carey Price was a phenomenal player, but he got dinged up. Like, if these goalies get hurt on these massive contracts, you're fucked. And fun fact, if you guys remember Rick DiPietro, my father actually, funny enough, we were friends with that family. My father was like, knew him as a kid. So, like, Rick DiPietro, really good guy, by the way, and he dealt with some unfortunate injuries. He should have been like the prime example. Like, you don't hand a goalie that's like ridiculous cap money. You just don't. It's never really pans out. I mean, 6 to 7 mil is where, for me, at least personally, I would max out on and then go from there. But you can find adequate goaltending at the NHL level for around the 6 to 5 mil range. And maybe those elite goalies you pay 7, but 10 mil, it's just such a massive cap hit. And Bobrovsky did decent last year. Decent. He's kind of struggled in the postseason, though. Oof. Oh, I forgot. He started off with the Flyers. That's right. I kind of forgot about that. Okay. Appreciate you coming through. Let me actually put this back on. Remove. Stop the screens. Present. Alrighty. Alrighty. Bruins back here. Duclair lost the edge. Lost the puck handling. Good by Grizzlick here. Good play by McAvoy, kind of staying on top of him. Good play by Hall. Hall gets it deep. Freddie on his horse. You like to see that. Mix of a line change, though, kind of wasn't able to sustain some pressure here. The Bruins, Bruins got to kind of. So was it Marchand? Where's the line here? Marchand, Coyle, debrusk. Did he just try a... I feel like Marchand just doesn't have that extra edge right now, that extra gear. I like that. Nice shot from the point. Get that on net. Great pass by Marchand out front. Oh, good juicy rebounds here. Orlov being a little bit aggressive. Like to see it. To the Bee Gees. That's actually kind of cool. Like the patience. Great save by line. I love Bertuzzi's game, man. He's really patient, finds the vision, uses his vision to find the guys. Let's just do not fall apart, please, midstream. Thank you. Bruins, good offensive pressure. Good pass. Oh, okay. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. I'm assuming music must have been big in that life. Bruins are way more aggressive than last game. Kind of taking away that space before they can get going. McAvoy, who is he tied up with? What's your favorite genre of music? Just curiously.
3-on-2. Pastrnak off Staal stick. Lusterinen takes the hit from Bertuzzi, who goes down. Staal feeds Lusterinen. Barkov picks it up on the far side.
Barkov using his big frame there.
Wrists it around. Gudis barrels past Lauko. Carlo through the corner. Hathaway gets dumped in contact with Mahura. Hathaway
Good battling by Hathaway here.
gets the puck free. Carlo feeds Lindholm, feeds Lauko, and off Hathaway deep. Hathaway. Fierce check against Mahura.
Every birthday song had to be well said.
Cousins cross ice to no one.
I'm pretty much into anything myself. I listen to pretty much anything here. I just didn't know Shaggy had a particular style of music, and that's why I was like, nah, that shit was trash. Good man. I see a man of culture, I see. Yeah, some early 2000s. I try to listen to a lot of newer stuff too when I can, but nothing really catches me. Oh, Hall coming in with some a little bit of speed. Good reset there to Grizzly. Like that. Like that. I like that. Get pucks on net. Family knows the country, and I've always been adverse to that kind of music because it's become so watered down computer BS over the last 40 years or so. I mean, yeah, some of the stuff like get in my truck, I love my girl. Like, yeah, there's some infusion of country I actually like, but some of the generic stuff. This dude literally tried to Michigan, though. The disrespect. Red Dead Redemption is a gamer here, I see. I like Red Dead Redemption 2. Really good game. Pink Floyd, solid choice. Solid choice. We got some good taste here. It is a trip. It is a trip. Great shot by Carlo. I like that. Starting to get some. Lion is just so good with the cross creases. I love Lion's mask too. It's freaking fire. Did we score? I see the headphone dog thing, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, we did." I'm behind, so I'm gonna watch it now. Hey. There we go. A little bit delayed, but we got it going. There we go. That's why you get pucks on net. That's why you get pucks on net. You gotta. It's not going to be the clean ones in the playoffs, man. It's very rare when you get a clean entryway in the playoffs. Good stop here, my Marchand. Good battle, too. That was a tip by Coyle. What a nasty tip. What a disgusting tip. Is this NHL 23 with Big Tipper? Let's go. Great goal. Fantastic goal there. Bruins needed that. Worst lead in hockey, though. Got to get another. And Panthers fans, I'm not trying to be biased. I am a Bruins fan, so I'm going to point out good plays from both sides. Oh. I love you, Shaggy. Oh, man. Zaka coming in here. Oh, what a move by Pasta. Good little shimmy. Just got to keep testing line. Oh, Zaka's got to get that. Zaka's got to get that. Thank you so much again, though, for the super chat there, Shaggy. Oh, man. Hall's just got to. That was a great back check. Hall's just got to use his back end there and just. Good icing. Up for the bees. You just got to throw a backhand over, man. Don't try. Not everything has to be a forehand, Paul. That was a fantastic back check, though. But that's the effort you got to see. I didn't see that. I mean, that's why I think the Devils, they had like. I like that. I like that jam try by Cole. Bruins playing good thus far. I agree. You gotta get Linus another goal. I like what I'm seeing though from the Bruins. They're not giving the Panthers the time and space they did at the Garden in Game 2. I feel like one of the reasons why Florida was so good and looked so dominant is they had all the time in the world, and like the Bruins were just sitting back, letting them come to them at full speed. Now, sometimes that can work. If you run a 1-3-1 like the Kings do on the Oilers, that works. But Boston's wasn't like that. They weren't organized like that. So a little bit more aggressive on the forecheck. I like to see. What has made Florida so good against the Bruins in this series is their voracious forecheck that allows them to just be all over, make the Bruins defenders rush it. I think that's why you saw Connor Clifton get cut essentially for Grzelcyk, because Grzelcyk is actually really good in the transition game. Even though I wouldn't say Clifton was the worst one in Game 2, I'd argue Orlov and McAvoy were pretty bad. They weren't great in their own end. Part of me wants to get cable again, so I have a little bit better connection. Not gonna lie. Uncharacteristic. Yeah, I did. I don't mock people for pronouncing. So the problem I have is I have so many thoughts at the same time, and I just stumble over my words. I've gotten better with it over time, but I just have so many things I want to say, and then I'll just like. Blah, 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 blah. And some of it I'm just really bad at pronouncing certain things. Oh shit! What happened there? What happened there? Yeah, Ekblad just can't get lucky. Like he gets injured a lot. Maybe it was just like the surprise. Maybe he just got the wind knocked out of him. It didn't look like that big of a contact. McAvoy popped right up. Like what I see Hathaway, nice strong puck movement here. Being strong. Good shot. I want Verhage right in that spot. Great shot by Lindholm right there. Great save by Line. That's a trip. You know what? I just think for whatever reason, it's not even their fault with certain players. I just think genetically they're just more predisposed to being a little bit more, I don't want to say fragile, like they're weak, but a little bit fragile when it comes to their like tendons, muscles, just injuries, like just overall. And a lot of players don't have they get undiagnosed with certain injuries. So, long story short, if you're new to the channel, I had a major injury on the boat, on a tugboat. I work in a tugboat that's based out of New York City. We move oil and gasoline up and down the East Coast, even sometimes up to Canada. I got hurt on the boat. I had a torn labrum in my hip. So I had to get a labrum tear repaired, some bone spurs shaved, and I had like a fracture on on my hip that had to take some time to heal. For whatever reason, don't want to get particulars. It took about, I got done. It took about like 7 months, actually 7 months to even just get the procedure done. And what they found out is when they took the x-ray and stuff like that, they're like, well, this looks like a lot of damage to your hip. And funny enough, there was a study done in 80% of junior hockey players, there's partial tears in their labrum. Now, when I got hurt on the boat, it was just the final straw, I guess. They kind of assumed that there already had to be a tear there, and that was all she wrote when I got when the steel hit me on the side of the hip. So, a lot of players are diagnosed with hip issues. Like Brad Marchand actually had that surgery done on both of his hips. I know for me, I won't be back to work probably until August or September because it's like a long recovery process, like 6 months. So, but some players are just kind of have injuries that might be diagnosed, but I don't know. It's just weird. Sorry for the random tangent. You say Friday? Yeah. What's going on, Carbon Man? I appreciate you popping through. What's up, Kamani? Appreciate you coming through. Bruins here on the power play. They gotta get something going, get some shots. Lion, what they might have to do instead of the one-timers is take a second, gather it, and shoot across the green, or just if they're gonna one-timer it, shoot it where it's coming from. I like, you gotta make Lion because like I think the rebounds isn't his strong suit. Whoa, good save. I'm in Foxborough. I work out in New York City. I work out at Red Hook for the tugboats. You probably see them going through the harbor all the time. But yeah, I work on the beige and red tugboats in the New York Harbor. Yeah, I have a Discord. It should be linked down below. If it's not, my Discord's not working on my PC for whatever reason. Let me try entering it in. Yeah, it's actually cool. Oh, you live next to Bay Ridge. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. I go to Bay Ridge, Anchorage pretty much all the time when we're doing crew changes. Crew change right out of Red Hook. Oh. I kind of just want them to shoot online. I'm from Foxborough myself. What's wrong with that? Yeah, no, my captain I used to work with, who I kind of before I moved up and elevated into myself. He bought that, and then when I went on my own vessel, did my own thing. Hence the name Captain. Yeah, they got some really good. They got some good shops, so just sandwich shops down there. Ooh, the Bruins like to play dangerous on the line. Good keep in by DeBrusk. One of my only main criticisms on the Bees, I'd like them to near the. I'm actually originally from Rhode Island. That's funny. From the Rhode Island. Oh, Coyle with the big strength here. Great backhand. Good save. Don't dox yourself. Don't feel to dox yourself here. I wonder why my Discord is not working right now on the PC. Let me see. Illinois. I probably know, I'm not going to say anything, but yeah, if you're in the neighboring areas, you're actually probably only 5 minutes away from me. All right, I'm not going to restart my PC. I'll add you. Hey, Carbon, I added you, bud. Just know, because I'm watching this on my phone. I'm probably going to be a little bit in response on. That's actually where yeah. That's funny. That is a small fucking world. Walpole's like 10 minutes the other way. That's funny. Okay. Newport News. I almost took a boat job down in Newport News. In the Netherlands, we got some across the seas action, across the Atlantic action. I like seeing that. That's cool. That's really cool. Well, welcome to the Bruins fandom. If you want a lot of Bruins content or just NHL content, feel free. Come on by. Come on watch. Guten Morgen. It's funny. My grandparents were German. My great grandparents were actually from Germany. My grandparents were German. One of my grandfather was Germany. Germany. From Germany. I wish I knew another language, like German or something of that ilk. But your boy struggled at basic English, so. Oh, absolutely. Was it carbon 052? Okay, well, let me second. No. Absolutely, I'll pop through. I'll scrub down. Give me a chance between. YouTube.com. Carbon. Excuse me. 05218. Underscores. Oh, so you do Need for Speed. That's pretty cool, Carbon. Well, 2-on-2 here. Great save by Lyon. Fantastic save. I called Newfie another language. That's funny. That's so true, though. Hey, guys, if you are into gaming, he's been a long time subscriber of both of my channels. Make sure to check out here Carbon. He does a lot of Need for Speed content, it looks like. Go give him a subscription. Go check him out. I haven't played a Need for Speed game in a minute. Make sure to, check him out. I love reciprocating the love. People show me love, I show that right back. Oh, Brad Marchand with the dipsy doodle. Good penalty kill thus far. Ooh, Lion getting a little dangerous with it. Tour from the point. He can be pretty dangerous here. Really good puck mover. Good shot from the point. Keep him on the backhand. Keep him away from the one-timer. Great clear. Great clear. Keep him up until pretty much the end of the period. So if it's not your cup of tea, I get it, but I love showing that love back. Actually, I probably should play. I loved that game as a kid. Good kill by the Bruins. Got to get this out of their own zone, though. I used to be a Call of Duty commentator back in the day, so I got a love for anyone with the gaming stuff. Still play it, just COD commentary got a little bit boring. I kind of want to get more into things, a little stronger interest because Call of Duty's not the same. Hall using his speed. Our PK is immaculate. Yep, that is. Really good PK for the Bruins. Good keep in by Orlov. Power wash simulators. I saw that on Xbox Game Pass. I was kind of cracking up. I downloaded it. Got pretty boring though. I play a lot of NHL, admittedly, in shooting games. I appreciate that, Carbon, man. You know it's not forgotten here. Like, I like to. That's why I try to respond to every single comment on both of our channels. Because, like, I'll be really frank. I think sometimes people take for granted the support you get from people that subscribe to you. And I don't want to be that content creator because I feel like a lot of guys just, I don't need to respond. And some of it does get a little bit too much. But, I mean, I don't want to forget, like, this channel, this hockey channel, for example, I had, like, 43 subscribers, like, before the hockey season. So I just, and my old COD channel that had like a ton of subscribers got taken down due to guideline violations. Great save.
Ullmark had contact. Was slow to get back to his skates. Wilson gets
Because Nintendo also took down some video. Nintendo's actually one of the worst companies with gaming, which is weird because. Ooh, I thought that was going over. Thought that was going over. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little my butt puckered just a bit. Just the camera angle. I thought ullmark was gonna clear that. Like, oh no. Good low shot.
loves the puck down. Last rush of the second period. Gustav Forsling well wide. Pastrnak.
That was a good period for the Bruins. Got a good goal. Really challenged Florida. That's what you got to do. Mario power washer. Just imagine. That was a really good period, Porsman. Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate that, Carmen. Like, it definitely doesn't go without recognizing that. Like I said, always love reciprocating the support I get. I feel like that's important. I thought about streaming. I thought about streaming video games again, but just with the hockey channel, man, it's just so much work I'm putting into it. I just kind of want to decompress when I'm playing games, just like, oof, just relax. I thought about getting back into it. I just know I couldn't be on a regular schedule. It would take. I mean, the only reason I'm even streaming as much as I have been lately is like do this hip surgery. I mean, once I go back to work, I'm going to try to stay up with the daily content. But I mean, heck, if I ever got to a level where I made enough money off of this to stay daily, I would. Not saying that's going to happen in the span of 5 months, but who knows? Make my dreams come true. I'd actually probably always work on the water because I have a huge passion for it. All right, so it says we got some gamers in the chat. Favorite game right now? What do you play the most right now? What game? Dark Souls 3 is a hard ass game. That is very true, Joseph. I agree. It's a hard game. Terrera. I'm not at. Wait, I've heard of that game before. I'm probably going to slap myself. Oh, okay. It's like a platformer. Sam. Okay. Let me Oh wait. 2 goals. Bruins outshot and shooting the Panthers. That's good. I've never played it though. Is it worth playing for someone like me? Like what's the play style like? Probably look into it, but okay. I played Shell 23 a lot. Yeah, let me make sense. Oh, Kiru 2. Pull out the emulator, play. Oh, that's always good. I just got back into playing Battlefront 2. Forced me to play Breath of the Wild. The Breath of the Wild looks good. I have a Switch. I just don't play it much, man. That's like I've thought about that. I'd have to get the controller. I'm not the biggest fan of like holding the Switch. That's just me. I like an actual physical controller. Breath of the Wild did have a really good on that system. Absolutely, system you started out to kill the Moon Lord. Lots of progression and choice. I'll have to check it out. Super Smash Brothers Brawl. The only thing bad about the Super Smash Brothers community is was the toxicity at one point, where you had a lot of a weird minority that was like just so annoying. Got cheaps clacked, yeah. And mostly Minecraft for me. I haven't really had much time in the game. That's a game I really haven't played much of either. Is Minecraft. I grew up, I guess, with that whole Call of Duty, like Call of Duty 4 stuff, and other shooters like Crisis and Battlefront, stuff of that, or not Battlefield. Battlefront I actually liked on the PS2. What system? What system do you guys play on? You guys PC? You guys PlayStation, Xbox? What are you rocking here? What you guys got here in the chat? That's what I'm interested about. We got a good hockey game going here. Halo 2. That's a simpler time indeed, my friend. Safe to say, I'm assuming you'd be more of an Xbox guy then. Oh, you didn't like Red Dead? I'm a little bit surprised, but I mean, not completely. I could get why some people that's just too much, either a little bit too boring and stuff like that. Xbox, okay. I have not played Halo CE. Xbox One S. Also PS5. Sometimes I play later games on my laptop. Okay. I mean, I got an Xbox Series X over here, PlayStation 4 in the back, Switch, and I have an Xbox Series S I take on the tugboat if I'm bored in my downtime. PS5, okay. Yeah, the Master Chief Collection was actually really good. The Call of Duty remasters were kind of meh. It's all right. All right, it's okay, Headphone. We forgive you. I don't care. I mean, listen, everyone has different games they're into. I've been enjoying the Warzone 2.0. I'll fully admit that. I play a lot on the Xbox with me and my buddy Fajardo, the co-host on the show. We play a lot of Warzone. Fun fact, I actually used to play professionally Call of Duty in high school. Went to tournaments with the Dallas for MLG and stuff. It was fun. I mean, professional, I kind of laugh at that. But yeah, went to tournaments. We were one of the top ranked teams. It was fun. A lot of fun. What's going on, Anub? Anub? I call it Adnub. Who is playing TFC? Not me. Apex Legends. I have played Apex Legends. I have played X, but I think Apex is good. I'll say this: I'll delete Fortnite. I'll delete Apex after a while because it just kind of gets. I mean, the Battle Royale, I think, has gotten a little bit played out for me. And I think the only reason I play Warzone is just because I used to play so much Call of Duty, and it's just something kind of like the same. I wish develop. I tried Insurgency Sandstorm when that came out for console, and man, that port sucked so bad. Like he's trying to get me to play Grounded, but giant bugs and jump scares aren't remotely appealing to me. I like enjoying the game. I get that. I get that. I could get that. Halo multiplayer broke families. Nothing like your cousin screen peeking, then pack. Let's go, bees! Yep. I mean, Bruins playing good. Florida Panther fans, if you're watching, I'm trying to be neutral. I am really trying. It's hard to do. All right. So I'm not going to scream or come crazy. Yeah, Dr. Evil has an Xbox, but he doesn't play Warzone, so we can't really play COD together. And plus, he only plays like Infinite Warfare, I think. The only thing he'll play in the whole 10 people that play that game is crazy. I'd be terrible Warzone, but it'd be toxic. I mean, every game has its toxicity too. Every game has its toxicity. I don't mind it. I think if you just play with buddies and enjoy it, that's fine. Will there be hackers occasionally? Absolutely, but that's because Activision doesn't care. Actually, I don't play it with my best friend. He's going to be getting on this channel. He actually plays a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. A lot of it. Okay, Rec Royal. Yep, there's a hockey game. I mean, I'm always going to have my biases when it comes to the Bruins. I'll fully acknowledge that. I just love cover. Like I've been a big fan of the game. I actually want to get back into I want to get back into coaching because I moved from Rhode Island up Mass. I'd like to get back coaching and kind of getting into that. I think that would be a lot of fun. That's why I just love. We're going to actually have a guy who coaches the Hartford Wolfpack of the AHL. We're going to be doing an interview in the off season with him. There's a lot of things I'm planning on doing with this channel. I want to kind of sprinkle in interviews here and there and just maybe with certain prospects. That's kind of the plan for me. I want to have a lot of fun and just try different things. And like different stuff I'm not afraid to try, like the reaction stuff every once in a while. I'm going to try to do a lot on this channel. Whatever kind of piques my muse, right? Game called... Really? That's interesting. That's an interesting premise. Thoughts on Mario movie? I haven't watched it yet. I'm really, really bad with watching movies. I should, though. Coaching sounds fun. We don't have hockey here in Texas, but I never got yet to coach my kids someday, though. If you're based out of Allen, like I know Allen, Texas has a hockey program. There's a lot of places in more populated parts of Texas where they're starting to have rinks and stuff. I was actually offered to go down there and coach one of the youth programs because a buddy of mine from the North, he's going down there and trying to get the things going, getting the grassroots program going. So I think, yeah, man, like definitely get your kid involved in the sport. I don't know where you're from. I'm not telling you to dox me. I actually don't. I mean, if you're going to say it, DM me it because I don't want your public information, obviously, or your private information public. But maybe I could turn you in the right direction for a hockey program. Depends on, obviously Texas is a massive state. Thank you so much for stopping by, Carbon Man. I appreciate you. You're a great part of this community on both channels. Thank you so much, and I'm glad you're doing well, buddy. USA Hockey has a hockey near me search. I was able to find it even in Brooklyn. USA Hockey is pretty good at having some good searches for some local programs. Sometimes the website is a little bad. Yeah, he's from Texas. Coaching's very rewarding. I coach. Let's see. There are a few pushes, but no one care here at all. We've lived here their whole lives and don't know Dallas has a pro team. Yeah, I mean that's just going to be. Think about it, right? The Dallas Stars they're not an expansion franchise in the full sense of the word, but they moved from Minnesota down to Dallas. That's football country down in Texas. It will never compare to football, but you can find some quality programs down there. Let's see. Fucking hit Ron up. The Dallas Penguins is their June. That's interesting. Interesting. This is more junior hockey, though. Holy shit, $5,000. Hockey is not cheap. I forgot about that. Jesus. Cincinnati isn't really a big hockey city either. We got the Cyclones and the ECHL. Miami University, the only relevant NCAA program around here. As a kid, I got offended by that because I was oddly patriotic of Texas. But yeah, this place sucks. Balls, lots of ignorant and hateful people, just a bad situation. Yeah, that's also a point. It's huge. Yep, that's true. Connection there. Well, I'm glad you're up at 4 a.m. Spent a little bit of time with me and the fellas. Appreciate you popping through. That's late. Well, early, actually. Hopefully you're not working today. I mean, every place we live, we're not necessarily going to love every single aspect of society, so I could get that. Shaggy's favorite play-by-play here, Sophia. Is it really well? Yeah, that Amazon commercial, oof. Oh, I mean, I think Montgomery's, of course, going to defend Bergeron on that because going on. To 121 to 126, Atlanta. Interesting. Yeah, Celtics finished second in the Eastern Conference. Second in the Eastern Conference. They're pretty good this year. They're up 2-0 in their playoff series. Too bad I can't share streams because I'd share you. I like them just shooting down the net. Oh, Lion pop catches that. Bruins just got to keep testing them. Bruins keep testing line. They're going to kind of get way. I mean, Florida, I think, is going to have a surge here. I think Florida's going to have a surge here. You guys are savage in the comments. Jesus. That stinks, but they're up 2-0 in their series, so 2-1 wouldn't be terrible. Mr. TNT. Good hustle here by Marshy. Good kick save by ullmark. Jesus, but I feel bad for TL. Oh, for a fan vote? Really? Monte Dio. Lockou's got to be strong here on the boards. Good block there by Hathaway. Everyone's doing a quick. Oh, that was a good try there to feed him. Good play by ullmark. A little pass off there. Good shot by Bertuzzi. Good low shot there on net. Great dive by Zaka there. Good defense. He's looking for that redirect. Smart play. Good trying to find it. A little quick spin around here. Florida's going to get a surge here. I feel it. They're going to get a surge here. They're picking up the intensity, throwing the hits. I get a little nervous sometimes too when ullmark comes out of the net. Good hustle by McAvoy. 10 to go. How often do you do these streams? I've been doing them every single night. Now, I've been doing 6-hour to 7-hour streams. I want to get both games and get covered hockey. But I will fully admit I'm starting to get burnt out because of the hip. If I'm here, I'm still recovering and rehabbing. I can't be in this hip flexion all the time. So I'm going to try to probably just do like one a game a night. And on the off night when I'm not doing the Bruins, I'm going to just pick a particular game, maybe later, maybe the earlier one, because I want to cover the Eastern Conference and Western Conference equally. And when games kind of like come back down to little lesser games, I'll try to do some back-to-backs. I just can't. Good save by ullmark. Just got to be kind of careful because of my hip. Also, if you're in Red Hook, for sure. It's going to be a while until I'm back in Red Hook, though. Like I said, I'm probably not going to be back to work on the tugboats till August, August the earliest, but most likely September. Because I've been doing a little bit of resistance, and my hip is not. I'm looking forward to being able to skate again, but that's like months and months out. I miss skating a lot. I miss playing some pickup hockey. Some things you take for granted when you go through things. It's just one of the things I took for granted. I will fully admit. Sometimes I wouldn't go, I don't feel like going. That's funny. You never know. Maybe Steve Dangle is the history teacher. Yeah, exactly. Day by day. Oh, Nosek could have had a nice, but we just threw him. I would just rather Pasta shoot that. Was Zaka streaking? What a save by Lyon. What a fantastic save. He is so good. So good. Yeah, he does a lot. He does a lot. I respect Steve Dangle. He does a lot. I got to appreciate what Steve Dangle does for the hockey community. I'd love to get to that point where maybe I could do shows and stuff like that. That'd be kind of cool. But that'd be way down the line, most likely. I'd have to get such a bigger audience. But that'd be fun. I want to do the podcast. I'm trying to get my buddy to go. I'm definitely gonna start that up. I need someone I need a co-host that's gonna do it with me because it's hard doing a single man podcast. Just because it's fun to bounce hockey stuff with off somebody. And this is because Evil even knows it too. Evil's not a hockey guy. He just watches the Rangers a bit and he's getting more into hockey. So it's kind of cool in that aspect. I'm helping him with something, learning. Ooh, that was kind of but I'd love to have a co-host that can be frequent. But my guys just, for a lot of different reasons, just fell through every time. I considered having my father do it with me. That'd be fun. But he works a lot too. He scored one already. I appreciate that. By the way, feel free to add me on Xbox. It's literally Captain Space and then Paul. Feel free to add me. Maybe if you want to play online shell a little bit or anything like that, we can just game. Just feel free to add me. He had to cook dinner for himself. Struggle of every man. What's my opinion on Grizzly? I think he's a little bit too much maligned in the Bruins fan base. I think for what he brings forth, he's talented. Do I think his plus minus shows the quality defender he can be? At times, yes. I think he's better in transition. I think he's a better puck mover. There's some aspects of his game that are a little bit lacking. But overall, he's a quality defender. He's a really good quality defender, and I think he's better than Clifton. I think he's a more complete player than Clifton. I understand why they have Forbort in there due to his size, but I think when if the Bruins can advance to the next round, I think Forbort might see some time where he sit down because Forbort, while good defensively, doesn't have the speed. But in this series, with the length and toughness, you need Forbort. Line is definitely Rob Pasta. Yeah, he's played really well. Really, really well. Really well. He's played Bronco. He's played really well. I like what I've been seeing out of line. Now, mine's matter. Well, my opinion doesn't matter either if you really think about it. I'm just some jackass with a mic and a camera. Not that mine matters, but I'm not high on Grizz. He's too first Krug skates and could live up to it. I would argue this though. I think he's better defensively than Krug. And this might be a hot take, but I think Krug cost us in that playoff, in that Stanley Cup run in 2019. Because at times he would get exposed defensively because it's not really all his fault. He's just a smaller guy. Grzelcyk, I think, is a more competent defender, but he has less offensive upside than Krug. Even though personally I think it's there, but I think as a defenseman, he's a little bit better than Krug. I mean, I don't know if that's like a crazy hot take for you guys, but just watching Krug at times defensively would, oh, please get back in the net. Please get back in the net. Line to make it. So I had 4 go to. Oh my God. Big saves. That's why Forward's there. He just threw that guy. Where's blood? He called his wife and told her he wasn't at the hospital, not to worry if she got home and saw the blood over the kitchen. Jesus Christ. That's not just because that's not because he's married. That's because he's kind of a little stupid. No offense to your teacher. Who gets a big old knife and just like, you know what? Like, use a cutting board, son. Jesus. Use a cutting board. I like how Forbort just threw him down like he was a small child. I think Forbort and Orlov actually work pretty well together. He's a better skater than Krug when he has the puck his own end. I'll give him that. But if you're advertising offensive defenseman, you have to be better at moving the puck and producing. I could definitely understand that criticism. I think there's more there with Grzelcyk, but for whatever reason, it just doesn't translate. I think he's just more of like a complimentary piece. I wouldn't go that far. I think I'm just a regular average Joe, and I'm no better or worse or whatever than anyone else. You know? Well, when I went to the academy, I had to say, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I had the military type stuff, so I'm used to it. Oh, come on. Ref's got to call that. Like, you can't. That's funny. Good save. That's pretty funny. Awesome. When I get a chance, when I get online, I'll add you. Great play, right? What a nip. What a nip by Pasta. Great feed by Orlov. That's a fact. We're all average Joes. You're just the superior Joe. What a shot. That was a great feed by Orlov. Orlov is so good at that. I'm so glad with that pickup. What a fantastic pass. Please show me a replay of this. And that was great. I can't wait. He's so good at this. Look at this seam. Boop. Right through. Right tape to tape. Line, no shot. Right underneath the glove. Absolutely fantastic finish. Pasta. We got a little bit of pasta. They put Bobrovsky in net? You're going to blame Lyon. They're going to blame Alex Lyon on that. Thank you so much, Shaggy, man. I appreciate the donation, the super chat. You're awesome. So we're going to put Bobrovsky in net and blame Alex Lyon. I mean, you're right there, Shaggy. You're right. Maybe you could have had that, but that's Pastrnak. That's a world-class sniper. You know what I mean? And Hall's got a hell of a shot when he actually decides to shoot. I don't know. Like make the change in game 4. And Bobrovsky lets up a juicy round. And Bobrovsky has not been good this season. I mean, you're paying him 10 mil, so maybe that's why he has a short leash. Gudis is just a goon. I don't like Gudis' game, honestly. It's cool being a tough guy, don't get me wrong, but Bruins going on the power play here. Completely wild sequence. Bruins got to test Bobrovsky here. Hasn't played in a long time. Make him uncomfortable. Uh-oh. Odd man rush. Missed the net there. Good. Bruins got to be careful here. Do not let Florida in the game here. Bertuzzi's got great hands. So they got Bobrovsky in that. That was a hell of a pass by Bertuzzi. Good save by Bob. Florida's really good here on the penalty kill. Good save by ullmark. Bruins getting a little lazy here in the transition game. A little too cute. Spacing's not right, a little off. Thank you for everyone coming through, by the way. Nice save. 10 mil Bob or flash in the pan, inconsistent Bob? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Bobrovsky, when he's on his game, is fantastic. But when he's off his game, he's oof. And this might also jumpstart the Panthers, though, too. Let's not also overlook that. Florida's doing terrific on this penalty kill. They're just making it difficult for Boston to have a clean entry. Great on their forecheck. Bruins got to take advantage of some of that aggressiveness, though. Oh, Hall almost did there. Like, they're super heavy on the forecheck. Got to make them pay. What a goal! What a feed. Foligno with the berry. Hopefully that wasn't too loud, boys. Sorry. I screamed in yours.
And he's rewarded for his readiness and his veteran leadership and understanding that the Bruins
Great play by Hall. Look at him use it. Throw it in the middle. Foligno buries that. Fantastic play. Appreciate it, Joseph. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'll probably try to do, man, maybe I'll just try a one-man podcast. See how it goes. Maybe make it like 45 minutes outside of games, obviously. I've done shorts occasionally. It's weird, though, on the Premiere. Premiere, for whatever reason, when I do it as a short, it's just shorts are a pain in the ass because I have to send it to my phone and then upload it from my phone. Or I have to take the short from an original video I made, like in the 2-3 minute segment. I'd like to do more YouTube shorts. I got to figure out a better way to do it because, like, I think you can only do it through your phone. I try to do it through YouTube on the web, and it's just a pain in the ass. Thank you again for the other more donation, man. That's awesome. You're the man, Shaggy. Is Fliggy back? I think Fliggy's back. Fliggy, big play. And that was smart by him. Great pass by Hall. Can't overlook that. Using his speed to the outside. Backhand pass. Throws it over. And then Foligno doesn't just try to jam immediately. Gathers the puck. Backhand finish into a wide open net. Hall has been really good, Bronco. He's been really good. I think, you know what, screw it. I think this week at some point, I'll put an announcement on the community post. I've been trying to keep active with the community post. I want to keep engaging with everybody. I think I'll just, I think I'll start streaming. Oh, I do have a Patreon, Joseph. It's, I will be completely transparent. It's up there. I have one Patreon already. I'm actually in the middle of processing. I might just upload a lot of the older videos that got not being allowed to be on YouTube because of like copyright issues. So I do have a Patreon. I think it's in the channel About Me. So if you want to, definitely feel free. I'm going to be bringing some more content there. And for example, what I'd like to do is like a deeper breakdown of some important plays throughout the game. So, I mean, that's actually what I'm planning to do for the Patreon, and probably some more Patreon exclusive stuff. The podcast will be on YouTube though, because I think I'll try to do a one-man podcast. God, I'm gonna sound probably pretty dumb. What's AMA mean? I apologize. I'm just not necessarily. I'm blanking for whatever reason right now. I apologize, Shaggy. Ooh. Oh, ask me anything, right? Probably. I'm assuming. Oh, big hit. Oh, come on. That was a clean hit. I figured it was Ask Me Anything. I was blanking on it. Wait a minute. Hey, man. Ask Me Anything. America. Barkov shit. That's a penalty.
Bertuzzi challenges Forsling.
McAvoy, don't get thrown out. Not worth it.
We saw a lot of this when the game got out of hand in the third period in game 2, mostly coming from Boston's side of the frustration. Now you're seeing it from the Panthers. It's a good hit by McAvoy.
Oh, he's definitely on. I just don't want him getting thrown out. That's all. That was a clean hit. What is Barkov doing though? Like, was it like a trust fall? I don't understand the lot. Like, that was a clean hit. Why is he got him in a? That's got to be a pen there. I'm just confused. Like, I hate that part I've seen in the hockey culture now. A lot of guys just start fights over clean hits. It's like, dude, it's a clean open ice hit. It's not illegal. Dirty hit, fully for throwing the knucks. But chucking knucks and a dirty hit, absolutely. But come on. I like Barkov as a player too. I think he's a fantastic player. So don't get that twisted. I just thought that was dumb. Yeah, of course there's going to be a Boston power play. The guy tackled him.
So the respective teams have lost Bertuzzi and Montour for the night.
Oh, Bertuzzi got thrown out and Montour got thrown out.
Misconduct penalties. A non-personnel.
Hey, Joe, I just saw it pop up on my my phone. Thank you so much. Expect more content. I'm going to probably try to chop away at it today and tomorrow, get some stuff up. I'm also going to be having a top 16 mock draft done before the end of the week, before the draft lottery, to see like if it pans out how it should pan out, where team players will go. So expect some draft coverage as well. That's going to be a longer video, though. Admittedly, that's probably going to be like 15 minutes. I could get that, Shaggy. I guess just from an aspect for me, maybe just me being a hockey player, like I'll stand up for myself then if I feel a certain way. I'm going to go knock that dude's fucking head off the next shift. I just like a hit's a hit. It's just a little like that was a bigger hit, so maybe I can see that flying. But some of the soft hits I even see these days, it gets a little crazy. But I get standing up. You need to stand up for your players and your teammates. Oh, Jake DeBrusk almost nice try. Nice drop pass here. Bruins should try to keep their foot on the gas here. Do not give up now. Momberg's going to go a little extra after the. I like if Hall, like when he's cutting from his right to his left, I would love him just to shoot that puck on Bobrovsky. He's already lit up one goal. He's like pretty much untested at this point. Like get in his head for the next game. It's not like he's had a fantastic season. Like get in his head, get lit up some goals, and make the Panthers think. Thank you so much, Joseph. I really do appreciate that. Ooh. Cross crease, shorthanded goal. That can't happen, boys. Can't blame Ullmark on that. That's just really bad. Great play by Florida, recognizing this was a fantastic pass. Look at that. Let's turn it over to Forsling. Yep, Bruins can't skate, man. Panther, I mean, can't. Game ain't over yet.
10 seconds to go on the Boston power play. Curtis turns
That was a very good play.
bounces one. Sam
But Bruins, I feel like getting a little bit complacent here towards the end of the game.
fresh on the box. Milsic carries it to the neutral zone. Indirect to Jacob Lauko. Forsling
Get some fresh legs out here.
to Barkov. Swept away by Carlo. Good body position against Barkov. Forsling, the shot tipped. Reinhardt beats it.
Good stops by Ullmark there.
Calmly corrals it. We're into the fourth. 150 final 5.
Got 4 minutes and 34 seconds left, Bruins. Don't choke now. I'm one of those guys, man. Game ain't over till it's over.
Can a handyman fix my leaky faucet? How much does it cost at my HVAC check? How do I know I have a missing fixture? What water pipes drain? Phone questions don't have to keep you up at night. Get peace of mind with Thumbtack. We'll connect you with local pros for any home project, from a small fix to a big remodel. See trans
Oh, shit.
prices, read verified reviews, and book with just a tap.
Don't pull another game one. Nope. Definitely don't. Who are the Bees going to have to move this offseason? Oh, let me get up straight here. Who are the Bees going to have to move this offseason? I imagine Grizz. Maybe who do you think they consider moving? I mean, let me look into it because I mean, I think Bertuzzi's a must re-sign in my opinion. Let me look at the Bruins cap. I'll probably stay on too a little bit after. We can kind of talk about that if you want. Like I don't know. Tread Frederick's at 1.05 right now, so he might get a tiny bit of a bump. Possibly just signed that big deal. Taylor Hall's making $6 million until 2025. Debrusk till $4 million till 24. Like I think Nosik's gone. He's making 1.75. I think Hathaway, unless he signs for around the same cap hit at 1.5, he'll be here. Grizzlick, I could see him. I could actually see them shipping off Grizzlick because he's up at 2024. He's 29, so he's going to be getting older. He's 3.687. I mean, I could even see him moving forward at $3 million if they have some guys they really believe will take that next step. I agree. I think Halls is actually probably going to be moved in the offseason, which is unfortunate, but Char did instill a really good culture here in Boston. He's still in Boston, which I think is really cool. So, Florida empty net here. Halsey back to Buffalo. With Buffalo welcoming him back is the actual question. If I'm Boston, just imagine this though. If I'm Boston, I would trade Halls. I would trade Halls. I would trade Hall for some draft picks. They need to get draft capital back. Because looking into what they have for draft picks, if it let me, what the hell? Good save. Oh, what? Goal. Damn it. Game's not over yet, boys. I thought they blew the whistle. Yeah. Yeah, whistle went off. Yeah. They kept it. I mean, they shouldn't have blown the whistle in the first place, you know? Boston's got to be a little bit more disciplined here. That was a good chance by Hathaway. Got 3 minutes and 7 seconds here. Boston's got to just try to keep it in the Florida end here. Empty net there for Florida. Boston try to get a kind of would have been. I don't know about that, man. Pasta. I get it. You're a world class shooter. Just skate it, bud. You have the good shot by Hathaway there, though. Pasta should have. That was a dumb play by Pasta. Good loft there. Oh. There you go, Foligno. Great effort there to get that out. Oh, come on, ullmark. Stay in the goddamn net. Panthers team not quitting. Got to give it to them. They're some good sustained offensive pressure. All right, 50 seconds left here. That was a good little loft. It's only 3 seconds, boys. There we go, boys. That was a big win for the Bees. They needed that. A little scare at the end, though. Let's be honest. Bruins took their foot off the gas there a bit. Florida did battle. That's what this team is going to do all night. That was definitely mental lapse at the end, but 35 shots on goal. Bruins got destroyed on the dot, though. Only 39% faceoff wins to 61. The Panthers have really good centers, especially on the dot. I mean, think about it. You have Eric Staal and you're like fourth line. That is a dub. Both teams struggle on the power play. 0 for 4 for the Bruins, 0 for 2. Bruins got to be a little bit better on that. Bruins out hit, but outblocked the other team. A little less giveaways this game around, which is good. But, you know, for most of the game, the Bruins played extremely well. They did. They played extremely well and really did their thing. Ullmark had a good bounce back game, even though I saw people blaming Ullmark. We should start swimming. We should start swimming. Like, Ullmark played fine. Some of those opportunities were ridiculous last game. Just let him walk in. Absolutely. Shaky finish. What's going on there? Jeremy, appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, I think just human element came in there. They just got a little shaky. I mean, Bruins got a couple garbage time goals against the Panthers. And, yeah, I think they should just put a boot on it. Well, so thank you for coming by the stream. Appreciate it. Coming up late. You have a great try to get some sleep. Thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words, and hopefully I'll see you in the next game. Welcome back, Mac. Yeah. Most likely came through. Predictions were good. Tough last few minutes, but whatever. They were screwing around. Yeah. Bruins can't screw around with this Panthers team, though. They're a good team. And they have size to them. That is why they're so difficult to play against, right? They have a lot of length. So it allows them to get into stick lanes, just far more difficult in the net battles. Florida's a very tough matchup for the Bees. I'm going to see if I can. I'm not going to lie, I've been kind of feeling a little bit under the weather, so I'm actually thinking about just going to get something to eat and chill for the night while I watch the rest of them. But let me, while I guys got you here, because there was an interesting conversation we kind of had going. And if it lets me, please let me. Paste and go. The Bruins are going to be in an interesting situation here when it comes to cap. Do not show me that, please. Key thing here for the Bruins. They traded a lot of their draft picks. A lot of them. If they can trade one of these assets they have, like a Taylor Hall, Matt Grzelcyk, maybe a Forbert, or some type of package for a first or a second, I think they need to entertain that idea. You know, some of these guys are coming off the book, like Foligno's coming off the book. Some of these players are not worth their cap hit. And it will be interesting to see what they do in the offseason, regardless of the postseason. Because if Bergeron and Krejci are out, first off, Krejci making only $1 million a year straight. You got a fantastic. He's around probably a $3 to $4 million center at this point in his career. Bergeron's probably around 4 or 5 himself. Probably more, if I'm being honest, when he's fully healthy. But, you know, I think Tyler Bertuzzi's a guy you need to bring back. Him and Pastrnak have looked phenomenal together. You know, he's making 2.375 now. Maybe he gets a bump up to 4 or 5 mil, which I'd be fine with. Charlie Coyle's salary cap ain't great. Trent Frederick at 1.05. How much of a raise is he going to get as an RFA? I'm not sure. I mean, he played pretty good this year, but I'm not sure how much you want to invest into Frederick because I just think of him more of as a third liner at best. But they have some interesting situations here. I mean, Lindholm's locked up. McAvoy's locked up. I would move off of Forbert because it'd be nice cap relief. I'd move off of Grzelcyk. That'd be nice cap relief. You have, I mean, obviously the 1.25 is not his actual cap hit in Orlov. Maybe you could entertain signing him back. But, I mean, you have some of these guys locked up for a deal. I mean, maybe next year you go with, I mean, like Carlo, Lindholm, maybe Orlov. I mean, because Orlov play both sides or just pure left. He's just a pure lefty. He's a lefty playing right, though. Yeah, maybe Orlov and McAvoy. I don't know actually how well that would work, though, because both are kind of offensive. But bringing some cheaper in guys for the bottom pairing defenseman. Swayman's also an RFA. He's going to get a bump, obviously. He's a starter on most teams. They're in a very peculiar situation. Now, if Krejci and Bergeron come back for one more year, regardless what happens, and they take team-friendly deals, that would help. But they're not obligated to do that. And I'm kind of leaning towards them being done after the season. That's right. That's right. The penalties for Bergeron and Krejci. Yep, you're right. I forgot about that. You're right. So, how much? Oh, let me look into that. How much is that? For Boston. How much are the penalties for that? Is it on here? I don't want to go into the depth chart. I want to go into the okay. Where would the cap penalties be? That's actually kind of an interesting conversation. Actually, I'll keep that up. You think it's 4.5. Okay, so if it's 4.5, they're going to have to move some guys. Garrett Hathaway might be gone. Buried penalty. Yeah, they got to get rid of Smith. Okay, let me see. Okay, additional statistics. Oh, 4.7. Oof. So 4.7 against the cap next year. Wagner's making a nice little bit of chunk of change there in the AHL, 1.35. So this is going to be important. This is what I think the Bruins are going to do next season. I apologize if this is boring you guys. I did secure. I did. I apologize. Guarded Hathaway, sorry. You know what's going to be important because Merkulov has looked good in Providence, right? Lysel's look good. McClaw, he's been okay. Beecher's got to come up next season and be something, in my opinion. He's got to fill that fourth line center role or something. Merkulov, he's played well. Give him a look. Give Lysel a look. I think we're going to be in a position next season where you're going to have to give youth a look because that's just that's just what the particular situation we are in right now. Like, is there anyone here that's Mitchell Miller? Obviously, that's got it. That was an ugly situation. And then the goaltender, like Boosie, Kessler, playing pretty good. Kaiser playing pretty good. I'm just looking at here. Let me go back to depth chart. Like if I'm Boston, and maybe I'm one of the few people. I don't think Trent Frederick's needed. Sound like all the he'll be on the move. I don't want him to move either, but it would make sense just from the cap standpoint. Bowers for sure soon, yeah. I mean, when I'm looking at this, right? I think you get Bertuzzi back, Zacha, and like that just looked like an efficient line. Pavel Zacha at times when he's in the zone playing defensively is good. Charlie Coyle is the perfect third line center. He is a perfect third line center. So Coyle, and then you get some youth guys. I think we're still gonna unless Bergeron and Krejci come back, we're gonna have some really bad. We're gonna have some bad. We're not gonna have a number one center, in my opinion. We're not. Charlie Coyle to me is a third center guy. Second line center, you're kind of stretching. Saka to me at best is a second line center. I think he's looked a little bit better in the wing this year, but he looked good tonight. And maybe learning from Bergeron on them could help. But I don't think the Bruins have a number one center now. Nosek's going to be gone. Hathaway's going to be gone. You're going to be calling these guys up for $950K cap hits. So you're going to save a little money, pretty much money everywhere. Getting rid of Taylor Hall, $6 million is going to be important just due to the cap penalties next season. There are ways the Bruins can stay competitive next season and possibly be a wild card or a top three if Bergeron and Krejci move around or I should say retire. But it's going to be difficult. They're going to have to re-sign Swayman, and what cap hit should Swayman get? I mean, the guy's done fantastic. I mean, what's his RFA sale? It's going to be a few mil, like 2-3 mil. I think that's easy on the lighter side of things. And Linus Ullmark at $5 million is a deal. He had a fantastic year this year. I think he'll probably come back down to earth a little bit next season, but him for the next couple of years, that's a good deal. $5 million for that type of goaltender. You're playing with house money at that point. So, but that's my opinion on it. I think that Bruins have a lot of work to do here for that. Oh, yeah, I know it is. It's definitely too early, but it was kind of, it was going throughout the stream. I think a couple comments is why I kind of want to bring it up. But, I'll have a more in-depth breakdown on this way after the postseason. But I am going to get some rest. I'm going to kind of get up, move around a bit. I agree with you, Shaggy. I agree with you. I'm going to favorite that one. I agree with you. Bruins got to win the cup before we have that conversation. I want to say a big thank you for everyone coming by the stream. That has been fantastic. We had a lot of people in here. Like I had 20-something people at one point. We stayed around 15 to 18. I know I'm streaming on multiple different outlets, but yeah, I really appreciate everyone coming through and having this great conversation. If you haven't already, join the Discord down below in the description. I'm trying to build a Discord community so you guys can have an easier way to communicate, and we can just talk hockey, have some fun with it. So thank you guys so much. You guys make this a lot of fun. I will be streaming again tomorrow night and I will definitely be streaming all the Bruins games. So every single night you're going to see me on here. I will announce tomorrow if I'm going to do the early games or the late games. So, thank you for popping in. And yep, let's go Bees. They played absolutely fantastic. And great night. Thank you everyone so much, and I'll see you in the next one.